everybody? What's up? What's up? It is a Monday night, okay? It's 6:56 p.m. on a Monday evening, okay? And I'm live. I'm not talking about my glasses, but you do see them. You do see them, right? What's going on is Maisha Edmond, licensed cosmetologist in the state of New York. Also, I am a certified trichologist. Listen, I am on because I was working on this new concept and I wanted to share it with the new and improving trichologists that I'm connected to. And so I wanted you to get into this new concept that I'm always playing with, concepts and different things like that. And so I wanted to talk to you tonight about establishing trichological relevance. A bit of housekeeping. I am live on Trichology 911, Trichology _ 911 on Instagram. I'm also live here on Facebook as well as on YouTube. That's pretty new. Hey, YouTube. So listen. If you think that this information is going to be helpful to another one of your fellow new and improving trichologists or a stylist that's like, listen, I'm all about the healthy hair care and scalp, then go ahead and share it with them. And I would love to just share my information with you. Okay. So I'm talking about establishing trichological relevance as a new and improving trichologist. And so it's a new concept for me that I've been working on, and I'm going to be building it out, but I wanted to share it because I want you to understand how to or why it is important to be relevant in trichology. Now, I know I'm always talking about, trichology and what that looks like and who will you be and all that other stuff. But all this stuff matters because if you're not relevant, if a person cannot use the information, then what is the point? Hey, so let's get into it. First things first. Okay, did I say where I was live from? Yes, I did. Also, I am offering VIP sessions. I'm offering strategy sessions. VIP strategy sessions are an hour. VIP sessions all day or a few hours and all that good stuff. Also, mentorship is open for registration. So listen, join me in January. Starts on January 2nd. And we're going to be getting into some really good stuff to build your business. So we're talking about the business behind the business of trichology, as well as you joining me for the first ever live and in-person case studies. Is going to be super, super dope. You don't want to miss it. I am not doing it in virtually. It's only going to be in person, and that's going to be so awesome, as well as some other great things that will be coming up. So let's talk about the relevance of establishing the relevance in trichology, or establishing trichological relevance for you. Okay. Did I do that? So when you are first beginning in trichology, one of the most important things that you have to do is make a connection with or establish relevance for the use of trichology for both you and for those that you're going to serve, right? You have to decide, what is this thing? What is this thing that is going to be? Are you going to have a place of relevance for those that are going to be getting your information? Does it make sense for people to use a trichologist in your area? Or is what you're saying connecting with the people that you are talking to, right? So when I'm talking about establishing trichological relevance, I'm talking about the fact that you have to make sure that you are connecting with clients. Hey, ooh. You have to make sure that you are connecting with clients in a way that they can use the information that you're giving them. Right. So that being said, I have 4 questions that I like to ask myself. And I want you to start to ask yourself when you think about how relevant you are in trichology. Sidebar, right, is this. If you are, first of all, if you're not relevant, why you even doing it? That's number 1. Number 2, you have to look at the fact that in being relevant in trichology means that you're not giving what you think somebody would need. You're literally taking a poll almost of what people need in your demographic. Remember, who are you as a trichologist? Who do you want to be? The type of people that you want to serve. What kind of services do you want to provide? All of those things. Does it make sense to do that in your area, right? You're not going to give winterizing treatments and different things like that for somebody that lives in the desert, right? So when I'm talking about establishing trichological relevance, I'm talking about don't just come out of these people's schools and programs and start offering stuff that they told you to offer when it has nothing to do with where you are, right? It doesn't help the people that you want to help. Oh, that's weird. Okay, so that being said, okay, so let me say this again. I'm live on Instagram, Trichology 911. I'm live on Facebook, and I'm also live on YouTube. And y'all should see this chat in YouTube because somebody over here is trying to offer me free virtual girls chat. Child, I don't know what that's about. I'm talking about hair loss, but here we are, right? Welcome, trolls, right? All right, that means I made it. Okay, so listen. When you're looking at trichological relevance, you want to make sure that what you are saying, people need it, basically. Okay, so let's get to the questions that I would ask myself, and I'm asking you to ask yourself. Number one, what does it mean, right? When I say it, whatever you are offering in the trichology field, what does it mean? What does it mean? What the stuff that you are planning to say, the stuff that you're planning to sell, the products that you're planning, what is the purpose behind it? Right? Now, why do I ask that? Because the next question is, how does it help? So if you are going to be relevant in trichology, then what does the information that you are sharing, what does it mean? And then how is it going to help the people that you're presenting it to? You can't present things just because it's a good idea to you. It has to be something that is useful to the people that you want to serve. Now, that does not necessarily mean that it is something that is going to be given to people that's in your neighborhood. I know plenty of trichologists that, they're in their area. But guess what? The people that are in their area find no use for trichology. Doesn't mean that they shouldn't be a trichologist. It's just not something for them. But what they have done is really taken that courage to still present, but to a demographic that needs it. So I can be here in New York, right? And I could be here in a community that doesn't need trichology, but it doesn't mean that the next community over doesn't need it, or somebody in another state doesn't need it, right? So what does it mean? What are you talking about? How does it help? How are you going to serve the community that you are trying to serve with your trichology information, skills, treatments, and all that, right? Next thing, how can it be applied? How can it be applied? So is this something that you can, once you tell me, can I use it in my personal, like I can use it on my own? Do I have to apply it only by coming to you? Is it something that I can share with other people? I'm talking about being relevant in trichology, because you can't just be, I'll say, one dimensional, right? So can it be applied in a, in a certain way? And then finally, is there more to it? This is the thing. So I have this thing called an LBO. And if you have coached with me or been in any of my classes or anything like that, right, you know that my LBO is my live broadcast outline, right? But it has so many uses. One of the uses for the LBO is that I make you pull out if there's more to a topic. If you cannot talk about 5 subtopics in a topic, it's not worth talking about as a trichologist. Why? Because there has to be more to it. Are you able to build on the topic? Are you able to build on the information? Now let's get back to relevance. If you're going to be relevant, why would you give something that is one dimensional? For example, I'm not going to be so niche down that when I give the information, the client can't use it, right? I'm going to make sure that if I talk to you about traction alopecia, which is, something that's very common, right? If I'm talking about traction alopecia, I'm able to pull out different topics from that. How does it develop? How can it be treated? What can you do on your own? What kind of services would you get from a professional? What products can you use? That's 5 things. I can give more. But is there more to it? Because if there's more to it, if you're a professional, right, then there may be a class that comes out of it. There may be an ebook that comes out of it. There may be a master class that comes out of it. There may be an event that comes out of it. There may be an event for pros. There may be an event for clients that comes out of it. So the 4 questions that you're asking yourself when you're thinking about establishing trichological relevance is, what does it mean? What does the information that you're giving, what does it mean for the people that you're trying to give it to? How does it help? Is it helpful? How can it be applied? And is there more to it? Is there more to it? So these questions will prove or disprove the need to share certain information. It's going to prove or disprove the need to share different information. If you can't tell the people what it means, if you can't show them how it's going to help, if you can't show how it can be applied, and if you can't show if there's more to it, if you can't build on it, then it's not worth showing. It's not worth sharing, right? Now, with that being said, do you feel like, and this is also with relevance, do you feel like you need to offer a Black Friday sale as a trichologist? Y'all just throw it in the chat. I don't even know if I can see you on Facebook, but definitely I can see you on Instagram. In talking about trichological relevance, do you feel like it's necessary for you to offer a Black Friday sale? Right? No, absolutely. She said no. Anybody else? Now, depending on who you are, some people are like scrambling, like, yo, I need a Black Friday sale. I need something. I got it, or whatever, right? So I have a mentor who says she hasn't offered a Black Friday sale in years, right? And then you have people that have like this nervousness that's kind of like, oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm going to offer for Black Friday. But when you think about your relevance, it really depends on, what you're giving. So someone said no, but it's a great time to introduce it. Yes. Hey. So it's somebody else is saying it's not really necessary, but it's a great time to introduce it. So like if you were going to introduce like trichology or what you do, then, something like that. But what I want to say is if you feel like it's necessary for you to offer a Black Friday sale or offer a promotion, to who? As a trichologist, as a healthy hairstylist, as a hair loss practitioner? Is it going to be for pros or clients? Right? What would you offer? Will it affect your relevance in trichology, negatively or positively? Because sometimes we start making up these sales. I'm talking about being relevant in trichology, right? Which really is like a building block to your reputation as a trichologist. So will it affect your relevance, meaning this? Do you throw the whole kitchen sink at people and say, oh, for the low price of $9.97, I will look at your scalp under the scope? And then when you try to get back into being that professional that you have worked so hard to be, people like, please, she about to be desperate anyway. So soon I'm going to be able to get that for $9.97, right? Is it positive or negative? Is there a certain price point? Are you going to be offering Black Friday specials to another pro or to clients, right? Those things are very important. An example of relevance, and I always write in notes, so if you see me reading, I am. An example of relevance is someone talking about pH levels in scalp care shampoos, right? When I'm talking about relevance, right? So basically, that information is appropriate. So how would your Black Friday sale be appropriate to the clients that you're trying to get? Are you doing a Black Friday sale because you're trying to gather more trichological clients? Because you don't want to chase them. One thing I heard, and I always I will stick by it, whatever you chase runs from you, right? But what you attract, it comes to you, right? So you think about the information that you're offering being very appropriate. It is it's basically like this. It's the concept of one topic being connected to another topic in a way that makes the information useful. So if I am a trichologist, I'm a new and improving trichologist, and I'm establishing my relevance, I want to make sure that the information that I'm giving is going to help the community that I want to serve so that it's useful and therefore is going to make me successful. Can a client use what you're offering? The whole bottom line of trichological relevance is, can the client use what you're offering? If you don't know if a client can use what you're offering, if you don't know what to offer, I have VIP sessions, and that is like hours in a day, like 4 to 6 hours. I have strategy sessions, is an hour, and I also have, coming in January, the next round of group mentorship. This is going to be the first group mentorship session, 12 weeks, that is going to have a live and in-person case studies. Live and in person. I will not do it virtually. It will not be online. So the coaching part, the mentorship will be virtual, but the case studies is going to be amazing. And there's some other things too. So when you're thinking about building yourself and becoming relevant as a trichologist, I want you to think about the 4 questions that I asked you earlier. What does it mean? What does that information that you're trying to share, what does it mean? How does it make sense to somebody that's listening? How does it make sense? How can they use it, right? How does it help? Is it going to help the person? And I always use this example. Don't get up here talking about the mitochondria and all that other stuff, and people are like, what? What'd you say? Right? How can it be applied? How can a person apply the information that you're sharing? And finally, is there more to it? Can you build on it? Can you build on it? Right? Can you build on it? So can a client use what you are offering? Can a client use what you're offering? I hope I helped you. I just wanted to jump on because I haven't been on in a while. I did mention this before, but not to my Trichology 911 family on Instagram. But last Tuesday, November 1st, my mother passed away. And so, of course, that kind of like, so I haven't been on, especially in a professional sense. So, this is me easing back in, still dealing with it, still doing some things because I am an only child. And, there's that. But just making sure that you guys know that I'm here for you. And so if you are trying to, if you're like, okay, where she went, that's where I was, and that's where I'm at. But I do want you to know that you really need that information. You really need the training. You really need a connection. You need a mentor. And so I'm your girl, right? I'm your girl. Thank you so much. So if you need a VIP session, by all means, book. If you need a strategy session, listen, just to kind of get yourself recalibrated. What are you going to offer? Maybe you're like, I want to offer Black Friday and I don't even know what to do. I'm your girl. You got stuff. You just don't know what it is. You just can't see it because you're into the thick of it. You're in the thick of it, right? So you need that. And I definitely would help you out with that. Also, group mentorship January 2nd, 2023 is kicking off. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Also, if you saw that, which would have been today, but because of the passing of my mother, but Today was supposed to be the preventive care masterclass that will be coming up again soon. And guess what? I was playing with it being, online and in person, but I have decided that this is going to be one of those things that is life changing in your trichology career, and you need to be here in person. You need to be with me in person. So I'm not going to offer it online. Every time I say I'm not going to do something and I do it, then I'll be mad that I did it when I said I wasn't going to do it, because I know I'm so excited about the impact it's going to make. So I'm going to put that date back up, put the new date up for you to be able to come to the preventive care masterclass. Is going to be absolutely amazing. So that's it. I may take this live down and create an ebook and repackage it and sell it, right? So, look at it, comment, ask some questions and all that other stuff before I take it down and monetize it. And guess what? If you want to learn how to do that too, you might want to get a strategy session, VIP day, or join the mentorship. All right. I hope I helped you. Have a great day today. Happy hair growing.